Okay, this was a Target, just a small haul. I wait every year for M&S to release their shortbread cookies at Target, and they did that on November 8th of this year already. Well, I order some for gifts, and I also order one for myself. So this one was for myself. I'd have to have it in the show notes. I think it's either $7.99 or $19.90. Okay, and then I have a little haul that I will share from Goodwill. It features mugs, something that I started 20 plus years ago selling on eBay, and I did quite well. In fact, I had some different things that I first started selling because I wasn't sure just what would sell. And then after I settled into eBay, probably about my second full year of full-time selling, I was selling all coffee mugs, plates, basically in the glassware section, and I did that for several years. I studied glassware, or just glasses from probably the 1930s and 40s on until the 60s. So I sold a lot of glassware from the 40s and 50s, just vintage or antique or whatever you want to call it. And so I studied that, the depression glass and stuff like that. I bought books and studied it, and knew what to grab when I went into the Goodwills. But you don't really see any of that kind of stuff anymore. If you do, it's kind of like overrated. You see it everywhere. So occasionally I will grab mugs that are for sale. Usually you can get them for, I can get them, or I wait to get them at 99 cents. So I got this one, still has a sticker on it, UK, or Scotland. That's in new condition. Got an anthropology mug, in new condition. Folk mug, still with the sticker. Got a Ray Dunn baking mug. It's a large mug. And then a day spring with a Bible verse on it. So I picked them up for 99 cents, and online, if it's, I have sold Starbucks mugs over the year, modern day mugs. If you can get something that's selling really well for 99 cents, sometimes the Starbucks will sell for 16, 20, 24, 30, depending on, how rare it is. Somebody's trying to finish out their collection and need that particular mug, you have to look at what everybody else is selling, and you can either go the same, higher, or lower. Mugs like these, if I picked them up, and I did, for 99 cents, I would look around to see if there's anything like it in the completed listings. If one sold, I can either agree to sell it for what the completed listing sold, or I can do higher or lower. If it's rare and it isn't in a completed listing and it isn't anywhere in the current listings, I can look on other sites to see if it's selling, to see if it's sold, and then I can mark my price higher or lower. So in a perfect world, I would mark a mug for $24.99, and I have in the past. Whether I picked them up for 99 cents or $1.99, I've sold them $24, $30-some dollars. Like I said, though, usually they're the hard to find mugs. Somebody's completing their set. You can't buy them anywhere on the internet, and in retail they were selling for $16, $20, $30, $40, and I'll just go mid-range, anywhere from 18 to 24. So you make a pretty good profit. And the other thing that I picked up was a Santa Claus. I love primitive stuff, so if you've ever been in a primitive store where they sell primitive items, this is a primitive Santa. Looks like somebody made him, or maybe he's factory made, but anyways, he's nice and soft. And he was 99 cents. So that is my thrift haul. Okay, here are the linens that I got from Goodwill. I paid $1.99 for each one. Each one of them is 2 feet long, so I'm going to use them as dresser scarves. I grew up with dresser scarves and doilies and all that kind of stuff all over furniture, so I still to this day try to thrift them, and then when I'm done with them, I either pass them along or donate them back. So I thought it was machine done, but no, I think someone did these. I prefer when they're hand done, not machine done. So very pretty. And then this one. especially like the border on that. And this one's like almost like a Pennsylvania Dutch theme or whatever. Very heavy material. And I'm pretty sure this is like machine done, obviously, but very nice. Different kind of material than the very lightweight or the starchy type material. This is usually, almost looks like it's linen. But yeah, each of them were $1.99 at Goodwill. Okay, I'm going to start with my November grocery haul. Now we are down to just about nothing in this house, I would say. I sold 2 items this morning, and I used the last of my packing tape, the last of my bubble wrap, the last of the toilet cleaner, the last of the dish soap. We let it get down to just about nothing because we were using our money for issues with our car, which we still have ongoing issues with our car. We're working on getting a new one here at the first of the year, but we really don't want to pay the high interest. But, we've got, really at this point no other options. But yeah, our car is still costing us money. So taking care of that and taking care of rent increase and electric increase and reduced hours and so on and so forth, we basically let it get down to today was the time to go to the store. So first off, of course, we'd never let our cat run out of food. So first off, he's been going through all the really super expensive dry foods for most of his life, and he seems to throw up all of them, but he still needs a little bit of kibble, every day. Mostly because of issues with crystals, we've always had him on soft or wet food to give him more moisture, but we do like to give him a little bit of this dry kibble. So we're going to go with a brand that I usually shy away from, but it says it's for sensitive stomachs, claims it's made with real farm-raised turkey, so we're going to see. It's made by the same company of the food that he's been eating for his entire life just about. So we bought 2 packs of those. Those are still at 88 cents a can, or I think it's like $10.56 a 12-pack. This was just under $8 for, I think it's 3.5 pounds. And then we buy his purified water, the cheapest place that we can buy. His purified and or spring water that lasts for 3 fountain changes is at Aldi, and it's like $1.19 or something. I have an Aldi receipt here. I can leave it in the show notes. We went from buying I would say, fairly expensive hamburger buns at one time to we buy them at Aldi, and I think they're $1.20 something. I'll have them in the show notes. The buns we used to buy are $2.84 at Walmart. We also used to buy Sara Lee bread all the time. We now buy and enjoy either the local grocery store's loaf for $1.75 or Walmart's when we do travel to Walmart, because now we do like to shop around locally. Even if it takes going to 3 different places, just local, just a few blocks from where we live, we will do it now. And surprisingly enough, there are in-store specials on certain things. So we like their bread for $1.75, or at Walmart it's the white sandwich bread for $1.32. Aldi's, again, I'll have to look it up, but I know it was underneath $2. To try their split loaf. We've never tried their split loaf. We've had their 100% whole wheat before. Hard salami. He gets 16 slices of the hard salami in the Walmart for almost $6, and this was under $4 for 24 slices, so this will last longer, and he likes it better. We used to buy Prego spaghetti sauce. Here, come to find out, traditional pasta sauce by Great Value is basically the same exact thing. Yes, we don't buy sensitive anymore because I don't really eat a lot of sauce, so my husband does. So we might as well buy one that's for him and save some money, because the sensitive was almost $3 something a jar. And like I said, he would eat the lion's share of it in 2 or 3 meals. I would barely have any at all, so why pay that much? This is $1.68 at Walmart. The orange juice we like to buy in this plastic container. It's $4.64 at Walmart. That way it lasts 2 full work weeks. The milk is the only kind of milk that he can drink. As far as lactose free, we've tried other lactose free, and this is it. This is $4.81 or $4.88 at Walmart. We got some cheese. This was under $1.60 at Aldi, as long as we were there. So my husband got some of that, and then I make our homemade pizzas. So this is 4 pizzas. Each half block is a pizza. So this, if I could make my own cheese, which I suppose I could, I would. So 4 pizzas there. Block of cheese for crackers and cheese during Thanksgiving. And then 2 packs of pepperoni. Those were $3.68 today at Walmart. So that's 4 pizzas altogether, and I make my own dough. The large blocks of mozzarella were $4.52 at Walmart. They were not cheaper at Aldi. We also used to buy $8 or $9 eggs. First we bought EB for years and years, and then we changed to like eggs that were like $6.50, which were really, really good eggs that were local farmers. And then as time has gone on, we've decided to go back to organic market side. These are $3.84 at Walmart for 18. That will last us 2 weeks. I'm also trying to make homemade yogurt. We did look for just a plain, ordinary yogurt. We could not find any plain, ordinary yogurt tonight. They were just filling up the coolers, and they were not filling up any with the plain. So I got vanilla. So hopefully that'll work. I've been looking at recipes and stuff like that, and going to make an attempt to do it in the crock pot. My husband takes Cliff Bars. Those are the most affordable and the most nutritious that we can get our hands on. If you know something better, something that your family member enjoys in that, please leave it in the show notes. 18 of these are $1.25 a bar, and this will last him a month and a week, or 5 weeks of work. Then we moved on and we got some cleaners. We were out of everything. So Comet, those are just a little over $1. I usually buy Mr. Mr. Clean or one of them erasers. I don't even know what these are called anymore. Cleaning erasers. But at Aldi and that, this was a pack of 2 for like $2 or $1.90 something, $1.96. So we're going to try those out and see if they're just as good as what I pay $3 or $4 for at Walmart. I do buy these wet mop cloths if my back goes out or something like that and I can't get down on my hands and knees. I still want to do the floors at least once a week. So a pack of 24 usually lasts 3 months. We've got our birds back. So I looked around. We do buy our bird seed in bulk at the best price that we can, usually from Fleet Farm or Farm Fleet or Menards. So we've already got that taken care of. We feed a lot of birds all winter long. Every bird that you can possibly imagine, we feed. And so, and we feed a few of them on our deck, and then we feed just hundreds of them, it would seem, down below. And I mean, just think of any bird you can think of, and we're feeding them all winter long. And that is kind of where we put money that maybe would spend on streaming or new clothes or a movie out or a dinner out, anything like that that would be an extra. We just take that money and buy bird seed. We're very entertained by watching the birds come and get seed, and it's very satisfying to know that we're taking care of them. They'll be here again next spring when they have their hatchlings, and we'll get to see them bring their babies. A lot of times you would swear that they recognize you. They come right up to the window and eyeball you. I had a nuthatcher running across the deck this morning, staring me down because I didn't have enough peanuts in the feed, and then when I put the peanuts in, then he was happy as could be. He was looking at my cat and I through the window. So it's very entertaining to me. It's way more rewarding than going to a movie or even out to dinner. So these were $6, $5.88 at Walmart. I thought that was a pretty good buy because it has everything in it, and it feeds all of the different birds that we have, which are chickadees and the pine siskins we have right now, the purple finches. Well, we have house finches. They are red and brown. I've never seen the indigo bunting around here, but like 9 or 10 other types of birds, the nuthatch, and we've got woodpeckers and blue jays and cardinals and all of it. I ran out of tape, as I said, selling things this morning. So this was on sale. This was on a rollback, the Easy Duck Easy Start. I compared that with 3M or Scotch or whatever. I bought both, and they're actually both kind of crappy. So the Scotch or 3M was $13.88 tonight, and this is on a rollback for under 10. So I just went ahead and got the Duck. Bathroom cleaners, I usually use 7th generation, but we're going to go and try this great value. You can make your own bleach and stuff like that, but containers of bleach, even for a very small one tonight at Walmart, were $6. These were $1.24 a piece. Can't really beat that. That will last probably 2 months in our restrooms because we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. Some Palmolive also on rollback. That was under $3. All the rest of the dish soap was at least $3.80 something and up. So that's really expensive. We need to get to Sam's where I can buy it in bulk. Of course, we get our freezer bags. We get 80 of them, and they're $4.64, I believe. So we've got 3 of them. We're going to have leftovers at Thanksgiving and so on and so forth. And they're hard to find sometimes, so we just got 3 tonight. Sandwich bags, same thing. Often the 300 count of sandwich bag, hard to find. They just got the smaller, the 80 or 125 or whatever. So we went ahead and got one of those. That was under $4. Wax paper, it's like $1.24. We always have that in the house. We were completely out. Reynolds wrap, completely out. We used to buy the 225 square feet for $9.98. We now buy 150 square feet for $9. So the 225 is $14. Too expensive. Even when I look at the per unit and that, I still say I just can't afford $14 for foil. I know about how long it lasts. It's about 4 months. That'll be fine for us. And then I will show you the rest of the haul in just a second. Okay, usually I only buy 2 or 3 Roma tomatoes from Walmart, and it's generally less than a pound. And I think that I pay $1.58. Tonight, the Romas at Walmart were like orangish yellow. I'm not really sure if they're even ripe yet. And they were $1.68 a pound, and I could get these for $1.98 for 1 pound, and there's several in there, and they're actually bright red. They actually smell like tomatoes, and they're organic. So I just chose to get these. We're not going to the store that I like to get them at, where I can get really big, beautiful red Roma tomatoes for, I think it's 68 cents a pound. So we're not going there for a while. So I got those. Cranberries were 99 cents at Aldi. They had the best price. Apples, Gala apples were $1.98 at Aldi. What are these? 3-pound bags, $1.98. Of course, I got my spring mix. That's $4.68 at Walmart. And what? 5 pounds of carrots? 5 pounds of carrots for $3.88 at Walmart. These are being set out. Every year I feel bad about amaryllis and the other assorted plants they put out at Christmas because they price them so high, and then you come back, towards the end of Christmas or whatever, and these plants are just in absolute disarray. They haven't been watered. They're growing out here and there. They're probably never going to flower, just like it is at the end of the season when their vegetable plants are all dying and gone to seed, and it's just a terrible situation. I feel bad always because I want to save all the plants. Walmart usually doesn't want to lower any of the money. They just throw them in a big bin, and that's the end of it. And that's their business, I guess. As they were setting this stand up tonight, I asked what the price was because there was no price whatsoever, and she said they hadn't scanned them in yet, and when they scanned in, they were $1.98. Now that is not this year's price, I guarantee you, but I don't know. It says it's packaged for 2023, and even I said it when I looked. I said it's packaged for 2023. Wouldn't that be this year's stock? She said no, it's last year's stock. There's no way that it's last year. They would have already grown out unless they were kept someplace in the dark, and even then they would have grown out and been done. So I got them for $1.98. And like I tried to reason with her and say they got to be more. Can you check it out? I don't really want to basically, take them off your hands for so little if you're planting, because I wouldn't have probably bought any at all, because I'm sure they're more than $5 this year even. But I just feel bad sometimes when you go in there and no one buys them, no one knows how to take care of them, and they just go to waste. So I bought 2 of them, $1.98, and I'll be more than happy because every year if I don't get them given to me, I buy at least 2. So I've always got 2 or 3 or 4 beautiful amaryllis growing. Got some bananas for 52 cents a pound, really nice ones. I don't recognize the brand. But these are from Mexico, and the other brand was also from Mexico, and they're looking better than the bananas that we've had recently. By now, you will have seen the video of the ingredients that I bought for $20 that I spent this week for Thanksgiving sides, so I'm just going to kind of cruise over the top of them and say that we went into Aldi. we have guests during the holidays and stuff like that. We like to have a little dish with candy, but we don't want to spend a fortune. So we get these every year. We just put it in a candy dish. Usually if there's kids, one of them gets a Santa Claus and the other one gets 2 or 3 of the other things. And this was $2 and something at Aldi. Their peppermint bark is out. It only comes out at Christmas time. If you decide that you like it at Christmas time and want it sometime else during the year as a treat, you're not going to find it. They only sell it at Aldi at Christmas time. Or you could buy it on the internet for like $60 a bag. So I got a bag of that, very happy. This was $1, believe it or not, for Brock's candy canes. Usually they're way more expensive and I have to buy the generic. But we do hang these on the trees because, as I said, we do have guests and they do have kids. So we've got some of that. And then we buy advent calendars for, actually we buy more than this, but we only bought this at this moment in time because of our budget. But I volunteer at a shelter and I like to give these out to kids. And these are $1, I think $1.24, $1.25 at Aldi. Various types. So I usually get anywhere from 12 to 15 to 20 of them. And I volunteer on Saturdays. And so we've got these two, and then once I go through the budget and see how much money I have left, I'll know how many more I can buy before I go volunteering this weekend. So there's that. That's pretty cool. And then for myself, with some birthday money, I have a little tiny tree that I set up in the back in our den. It's just a very small, 2-foot, 3-foot tree, and this year it's going to be pink. So I bought these ornaments at Walmart for $4.88. And so other than that, we bought paper towel. The cheapest place that we found paper towel is at Aldi. I went with the premium. There is the, kind of the hard, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just kind of hard, crispy paper towel. That was $6.29, and I could get for $7.29, I could get the premium. That's actually a soft, absorbable paper towel, way cheaper than it is for $14, same amount, same square footage at Walmart. So I saved $7 buying paper towel at Aldi, which I had never done before. I just went without. 6 rolls of paper towel will last us a year. I use one, might even last longer. I used to use paper towel so much it was crazy. And then I realized just how much waste it was. So then I just use regular towels or rags and stuff like that. But every now and again, especially with window cleaning, we do need paper towel or any type of glass cleaning. And if I buy something for resale, I'm going to need a paper towel versus a cloth so it doesn't smudge. So yeah, every now and again we do buy it, and and try to find the cheapest price for it. Other than that, I got a case of my husband got a case of Dr. Pepper, still $10.88 at Walmart. And we were able to go out because we had coupons to eat, buy one, get one. So we were able to go out. I've been up all day, so actually I've been up just a little over 24 hours. And then I need to go to work tonight for 8 hours. And so I just didn't feel like after being up for 24 hours, doing things and waiting on calls with our car, I didn't feel like coming home, going to work, and then waking up the following day to try to make meals. So I went out and ate tonight, and tomorrow we're going to try to figure out what we bought tonight, what we can scramble together, and that so I can take tomorrow off from cooking. So I think that is it. I can't think of anything else that we bought that would be already put away, except we got turkeys. We got 2 turkeys from Aldi. Both of them were 15 pounds. They were $1.27 a pound. They were $1.59, went down to $1.27. Walmart is selling theirs at $1.28. The cheapest that I've got a turkey at, if it's going to be a butterball, is $1.29 in the last 5 years. So, and that's the kind that we prefer, and I'm able to, because we're eating something that we prefer, we really like it, and I'm able to utilize the entire turkey except for the carcass and obviously the skin. So I make gravy, I make stuffing, we have leftovers, we give meat away to 2 elderly ladies that live right in the same building that we do that don't cook anymore. So yes, we utilize the whole thing, and we would prefer it just to be butterball. We used to buy fresh turkeys from a local farmer and pay about $50 to $60 a turkey. So we haven't done that in years. So we got those 2 turkeys at Aldi, and then of course my $20 worth of groceries at for my how I spent $20 this week. I went thrifting, which I'll add into this video what I thrifted. And we picked up some chocolate for my husband for his work. And we spent $407 total tonight on groceries. Our grocery budget used to be $1,000, then it went down to $800. Then we fought like anything to get it down to $650, and then we were able to get it down to $600, and now just a little bit over $400. And that includes everything. That includes cat, that includes gas, that includes household, Christmas stuff, holiday stuff, clothing, makeup, paper towel, toilet paper, you name it. So I think that we're doing really good. We're going to work on it a little bit better. I'd like to see it under the $400 mark for everything, every month. That would be wonderful. So thanks for joining me here tonight. Like I said, I'll put a clip in of the wonderful, cute little handmade doilies that I picked up tonight at our local Goodwill. And that's it for a 2-week shop. When I go to supplement and do weekly like staples or basics or whatever, just to fill in that, we'll do little clips of those videos as well, so you know everything that we purchased in the month of November.